This is Signal Hounds talking RF, and today we're talking about interference hunting. The proliferation of wireless devices has led to an increase in RF and microwave signals, causing potential interference problems due to a limited frequency spectrum. Signal Hound spectrum analyzers are capable of measuring signal amplitudes across a wide frequency range and are essential for managing and addressing interference in environments with numerous wireless devices.
Hello and welcome to Talking RF. Sean here with Tom Lane, president of Signal Hound, and today we're talking about interference hunting using Signal Hound products. Our environment is swarming with signals, and like cars in traffic, two cannot occupy the same space and position at once. When signals interfere with one another, data rates plummet, connections drop, errors multiply, ranges decrease, pathways become noisy, and information exchange becomes slow. The consequences can range from annoying to catastrophic. To keep from bumping into one another, signals ideally stay in their designated frequency lanes and do not exceed their allowed amplitudes and conform to other relevant protocols. Utilizing Signal Hound spectrum analyzers and our Spike software, interference hunting in analysis mode aims to help with management of these cluttered communication environments. So, Tom, interference hunting, tell us about it.
So interference hunting basically is looking for unwanted signals within a specific band or a span of RF spectrum that you're interested in. That's really what it is. And it's pretty simple. Just any basic receiver can do some level of interference hunting for you.
And what do you need to perform interference hunting diagnostics?
You can actually characterize and do diagnostics with recorded IQ data. You could record a span of a period of time of a span of bandwidth, and then you could look at that with MATLAB, you could look at that with Octave and offline tools. But most modern spectrum analyzers today will give you the capability of doing real-time analysis on signals and signal bands so that you can actually characterize and diagnose problems, find interferers in real time.
What products do we offer that allow users to perform interference hunting?
So any one of our spectrum analyzers actually today is being used, in fact all of them are being used for interference hunting and for interference hunting applications. So any one of our products will work. And then when you pair that with Spike, we provide a software tool with a workflow that is specific to interference hunting. In addition to Spike though, you can also we have third-party partners that are providing tools like Kestrel's TSCM software, which is specifically dedicated to interference hunting. That also is it's a big boon, and a lot of customers are utilizing our products with the Kestrel software. And then finally, you can write your own. We provide an API that allows you to write your own software in that space as well. So a lot of tools from that perspective.
So can you talk a little bit more about like interference hunting, the interference hunting mode in Spike software?
Sure, the interference workflow in Spike is really a very simple workflow that allows you to do the very basic things from an interference hunting problem set. You can, for example, with just a couple of mouse clicks, get the baseline of the span that of spectrum that you're interested in. So we can set a baseline. And then interference hunting from that point on is just, you're looking for things, you're trying to detect events that go above that threshold that you've set. And so if there's an event that happens above the threshold, you want to log that. So in Spike, we give you this ability to automatically log those so that you can actually set up your baselines, set up your events that you want to have a trigger on, and then walk away. You don't actually have to be there. And we will log the events that occur over a period of time. And that's really important because sometimes interferers are sporadic and intermittent, and you don't want an operator sitting there for hours at a time waiting for an event to occur. So our workflow allows you to then go back and look at those events and start to characterize those events at that period of time.
And can you give some real world examples of where that interference hunting comes into play?
So interference hunting can be used, you immediately think of the surveillance countermeasures. That's where your mind always goes immediately, looking for those nefarious signals, like a Wi-Fi hotspot just turned on inside my skiff. That's a bad thing. So that's where your mind usually goes. But what's interesting is that if I'm designing a transmitter, I'm going to be using the interference mode in Spike because I want to know if my transmitter is doing anything nefarious. I want to know over a long period of time as I'm transmitting, do I actually do anything out of bound? Do I have power that rises up over here where it shouldn't be? So what's interesting about that is it can be used in any kind of R&D development, in addition to sort of the traditional places where you'd use it, like trying to find Wi-Fi hotspots, trying to find if somebody turns on an RF transmitter in your area where RF transmitters aren't supposed to be.
Well, thanks for giving us a quick run through on interference hunting and how our products work with it, and how the Spike software works, and even some third-party applications. I found that very interesting. If you have any questions for Tom about interference hunting or any of our products, leave them in the comments section below. Like, follow, and subscribe for more Signal Hound and RF content.